So today Nathaniel and Daddy are going on a chocolate milk run in the Spitfire. Isn't that right, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
And who's coming with us?
Sniff and Yellowbird.
Sniff and Yellowbird.
Daddy,
Yes?
what if I just leave him right there?
Don't leave him there. I'm afraid he'll fly off. It won't be good. All right, now I'm going to give the camera over to Nathaniel. He's going to try to take in some scenery with the camera lens as we work our way through.
Thank you.
All right, now we're leaving the driveway. Car's just about warmed up. Now we're backing up. We're hoping that it doesn't rain.
Yeah. Because that wouldn't be good. Because this Spitfire right now doesn't have its roof on.
That's right, and we don't want to be a rolling bathtub.
Yeah, we don't want that. If we're going super fast, kids.
Are you talking like a goofball?
Whatever. Whoa.
Sounded like you said, "We're going super fast, kids." It's really very goofy.
I said, good fast, kids. That's what I said. Woo, you're so fast, kids. Ah. Whoa.
Watch this. Hold it up. You're showing people the floorboard. It's not that exciting. You gotta hold it up. I didn't say to show the sky now. Is that pretty funny?
Yeah.
Alright. As long as you're having fun.
Like that with the window thing.
Yep. Some.
Oh, well, I just
What are you doing, silly? Hi. Welcome to the Small Triumph Sports Library and Archives channel. The focus of this channel is on the Triumph Spitfire and the Triumph GT6. History, originality, repair, restoration, everything. However, this is the first in a series of occasional videos that I will refer to as digressions, obviously because they will digress from the main topic of the channel. I'll not stray too far afield in these videos, so a lot of them will deal with automotive issues or automobilia or motorcycles, but occasionally I will try to share something maybe fun, quirky, maybe a little bit personal that I think family, friends, and perhaps regular viewers will find amusing. And this video falls into that last category. This video revolves around videos that my son Nathaniel, Nat, and I made in the past. These videos were inspired by YouTube because Nat, starting at about 4 years old during his allotted tablet time, really enjoyed hopping on YouTube. And the thing that he liked on YouTube were families making little skits or families doing toy reviews, that sort of thing. So and this is probably pretty common for kids Nat's age, but he started making little videos imitating what he saw on YouTube. And when he discovered that I could make videos on my laptop, a lot of times he would come to me and say, "Hey, Daddy, I'd really like to make a video about this, or I'd like to make a video about that." And so we ended up making videos on my laptop and using other devices. Not a lot of them, but occasionally. They were just for fun. They were not intended for public consumption. It's just an opportunity for Nat to be creative and for us to capture little memories here and there. I've opened this video with some snippets of a video that Nat and I took a number of years ago when we took the Spitfire out to the grocery store on a chocolate milk run. That video, obviously, I have a deeply personal connection to it. It brings back memories. But I wanted to share it for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, it provides me an opportunity to open this first digression with a little bit of Spitfire content. Also, while that video, my own opening where I think I was holding the camera is not good, but Nat was the cameraman for most of that video, and unfortunately a lot of the video is disorienting, dizzying, and unwatchable, even though I think a lot of moments in that video are actually kind of cute. So I didn't want to share too much of it, but it does serve as a nice prelude for what I'm trying to do with this video. And that is just share some videos that Nat and I made that I think some of you might find amusing. The main video that I'm going to share, actually, let me back up from that for just a second. So the last several years, as August has rolled around, Nat and I, our school years are about to begin, and for whatever reason, we've taken to sitting down at my computer and going through old photos and taking trips down memory lane. And this past August, which is obviously about a year ago now, we discovered some of these videos that we had made in the past, and we sort of laughed about them, and Nat got really enthusiastic about them and was like, "You got to find a way to share those." Having watched them then and rewatched them in the process of making this video, I think it's possible that some of you out there might find these videos amusing, even beyond the fact that I've started my video with a little bit of Spitfire content. The main video, the video at the heart of this digression, is one that Nat and I made in 2020. Where he reviews his Mazda cars, Hot Wheels cars, Matchbox cars. I refer to them generically as Matchbox cars because obviously they're Matchbox-sized cars. But I remember the circumstances of this video keenly. Nat had just taken his bath. It was kind of late at night. He needed to be getting to bed. I was sitting at my computer trying to do some work, probably grade papers. And Nat comes in and he's all enthusiastic and he's like, "Dad, I want to do a video about, my Mazdas. I want to, do a review." And so I had to decide how to handle it. And, ultimately I thought it would be nice to indulge him and to make the video, even as I needed to get to work and he needed to get to bed. That's part of the reason why I took over at the beginning of the video, as you'll see, and I actually kind of set everything up so that we could get rolling effectively, and then I mostly let him take it from there, outside of my efforts to kind of wrap things up after we had been at it for a while. So without further ado, here comes Nat's video, his review of his Matchbox Mazdas from 2020. And hopefully you'll find this a little bit amusing. And hopefully with my little bit of a rambling introduction, you'll have a good sense of the dynamics behind this video. So here it is. Hello, everyone. Today it's the Nat and Daddy show, and we are looking at Mazdas today. And Nathaniel
Hot Wheels
is going to tell you about what the coolest Mazda is. But before he begins to do that, let me explain. First of all, we have this 1991 Mazda Miata. See it right there. Very nice, right?
It's got the weird license plate in the front.
It's red. It's in race car type configuration. Looks like kind of a number plate there on the side. Then we have a 2015 latest generation Mazda Miata, and this is set up like a race car. And it has a big spoiler on the back. All right. Then we have an old school Mazda RX-7, like a first generation RX-7, and this also is in race car guise. You see it's got a big front spoiler on it, and also a nice rear spoiler. And
is that a whale's tail spoiler?
It's got graphics on it like a race car.
Is that a whale's tail spoiler?
No. And finally, we have a little bit later generation Mazda RX-7 right here, and it's blue, and it also has some little racing stripes, racing numbers on it. The real theme of the evening is that all of these cars look like they're set up for at least track days, if not full-on races. So Nathaniel is going to tell you about the dynamics of these different cars based on his racing of them earlier today. Take it away.
Well, okay. Well, I figured out the orange RX-7 was the fastest one. And, well, because, I don't know why, I guess maybe it's a spoiler. I don't know if Hot Wheels really have aerodynamics. And then I think, and this one came second, but because it would keep going down the very last bump, and it'd do like this, and it'd like come off the track a bit, and come back on the track and continue. There it goes.
So it needs better suspension.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, each car has a bit of suspension. Let me see. No one's going to be able to see that. But
yeah.
It's a small. No, this one doesn't have any at all. No, none.
There's just not enough give in that suspension. It needs a softer suspension to get over the tough parts of the track.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think, this one came next. It's got good suspension. It stayed on the track, which just wasn't. It does have tighter axles. It's a bit on the back.
Now as I recall, that one was in quite a few close races, but it did lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that. This one was close, right? And this one just was really bad. It couldn't catch up with any of the other ones.
Now let's be fair. That's your oldest one.
Yeah.
And you said it's a little rusty because maybe you played with it in a little bit of water.
Yeah.
I do happen to think that's the most attractive car if we could just cut the moronic spoiler off the back and maybe some of the spoiler off the front, because I do think the latest generation MX-5 is pretty cool.
Yeah, when you get to be able to wait, then I did another one, the jump for aerodynamics.
Oh, okay, there was a jump test as well.
Yeah, and this one just crushed all the other ones. I don't know, all the other ones would do like on the track.
And this is, as I recall, the 95 RX-7.
Yeah. I was it the third, or was it the third or the second?
95. And this one is doesn't say, it just says Mazda RX-7.
Oh my god.
It looks like an early 80s or something.
Yeah, it's weird looking though. And this one, was it? Oops. Yeah, no, I can't remember which one came next. Yeah, it was this one was the one that came next. It landed pretty well.
Now, of course, the Mazdas have rotary engines in them, and the RX-7s have rotary engines in them, and the Miata or MX-5 has an inline 4. So we're dealing with different types of engines, even though Hot Wheels don't actually have real engines.
Exactly. Okay, well, surprisingly, this one came in third. Wait, no. Oh, I messed it up. This one came in second.
Okay.
And this one came in third.
And the orange car came in last in the jump test.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's a spoiler. I don't know why. It's the fastest. Maybe it went so fast. The first time I did it on the easy track, it went it hit the track like this, but then it went like this, and the wheels off the track, and it slid like halfway on the jumping land.
And so now it's time for the final verdict in Nat's all Mazda review. So I want you to rate each car out of 5 stars. How many stars do you give each car?
Okay, I'm gonna give this one probably a 5.
5 stars out of 5 stars, particularly because it can jump. Even though its suspension is inadequate to help it win races. Okay. Doesn't matter what order you give it. Rate it out of 5 stars.
Probably this one would be a 4.
4 stars.
It would be a 5 too, but look, you see how tough. I don't know if the camera can see this, but this wheel will pop down a bit when you put it like this, and the front wheels won't. This one, that'll pop out. These ones won't. These ones are too tight. And that's why it doesn't go fast enough.
Okay.
So that's second. 4th. 4 stars. And this one, 2.5.
2.5 stars for the 2015 MX-5.
Yeah. No, I really don't like the spoiler.
Okay. I thought you liked those big spoilers.
Not that type of spoiler. Just sticking out of the entire back. I like the back though.
Okay.
I like the spoiler. Ouchies. And well, this one probably a 3.
3 stars out of 5.
It's just tacky. It's tacky.
Okay.
Look at the wheel. I mean, it's tacky.
Yeah.
I mean, weird designs. It's really tacky.
It looks almost a little bit Argyle. It is Argyle, in fact.
What do you mean?
That design is Argyle. Like Argyle socks.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
All right, so that is the official review of the Hot Wheels Mazda collection from Nat's larger collection of Hot Wheels. I hope that you enjoyed that review.
That's the smallest group.
The smallest group.
Yeah.
Don't get him started on his Porsches because he's got 35. All right, so hopefully that was at least a little bit amusing. I'll be back with a regular episode soon. In the meantime, I'm going to leave you with one more video that Nat and I made. This is the oldest of the 3 videos that I'm showing in this digression. This is a review of a Happy Meal toy. Till next time. Okay, so this is Daddy.
Yeah.
And this is who?
Nathaniel.
All right. And Nathaniel and I are a little unsure about this McDonald's toy that Nathaniel got in his Happy Meal the other day. Here it is right here. You can see it's Batman. It's some kind of promotion for. It's some wait. Some kind of promotion for a video game or something like that. And the problem is that this is the Batman. His arm here is posable. You can see it goes up and down.
And the other one.
And the other one goes kind of up and down. But all the poses are kind of weird. It looks like he's going to, like hit himself in the head right there, which is unfortunate. And then beyond that, this toy has a little button on the back, which gives Batman this kick action.
Right.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it's not much of a kick. It really looks like a really horrible dance move, like almost like Elaine from Seinfeld or something like that. Look at this. This is a terrible hip shake. Anyway, Nathaniel and I are not at all impressed with this toy, are we?
No.
What do you think would make this toy cooler?
If it kicked.
If it really kicked?
Yeah.
Instead of just having a little hip shake?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our opinion on this. Just so you know.